was feeling a bit lost, and I was looking through the local rag that comes every week, and in there they were looking for volunteers for the local nursing home.
Oh yeah, volunteers.
Volunteers for the local nursing home to go and help, doing whatever, craft or whatever. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. So I went down and saw the girl. It was only 10 minutes on the bus from my place, and saw the girl who was in charge of the volunteers. And she said, yeah, come, you know, like you can come and help the nurses, do whatever they do, or come and help in the craft room. And for some reason I thought, no, I'll go and start at 7 o'clock in the morning with the nurses and do what they do.
Fill in the day.
Yeah, and so spend the whole day and for some reason do what the nurses are doing. So I went down. 2 days the matron said, would I like a job? And they put me on as a nurse's attendant after 2 days of being a volunteer. A volunteer. So that's how I got into the nursing profession. Yeah. I worked as a few more places as a nurse attendant, and then I went on and did my training, and that was back in 1985, 1986. Yes. And
whereabouts was that? Where exactly was
Hampstead Centre, Royal Adelaide Hospital.
Oh, you worked at the Royal Adelaide as well?
Yeah, did training there, and it was wonderful. It was
so you actually
wonderful.
did. So in the old scale of being a sister or whatever, so what were you classified?
I was classified as an enrolled nurse. Yeah. That was we did 12 months training, and the sisters did the 3 years training.
Right.
And we were under the sisters. And when I did the training, it was in the days when everyone still wore white.
Yeah.
And everyone still called the sister, or you were called Nurse Gary or whatever. Oh, yeah. And it was still very regimented, and it was great, actually.
See, Eleanor, that's my wife. My wife was a sister,
right?
And she had the veil, and,
yes,
and she did her training in Hamilton, so I know what you're saying.
Right. Yes. Did she ever work in any of the hospitals in Adelaide?
No, she didn't. No, she ended up having babies, and that was about it then. She was a professional mother then, and wife to me.
And yes.
And so that kept her quite busy.
Well, that kept you busy, doesn't it?
And a pastor's wife too as well. But anyway, so Gary, so then how long did you actually stay? Were you working at Hampstead Centre? Hampstead Centre is, well, what is Hampstead Centre?
It's a rehabilitation hospital. It specialises in orthopaedic rehabilitation, head injuries, stroke rehabilitation, and spinal injuries. And I was on the spinal injuries ward for nearly 13 years, and also had worked on all the other wards there, orthopaedic, head injuries, and loved every minute of it, every minute of it.
How good is that? So you would have struck some pretty tragic cases in your time, eh?
Of course.
What would be what's the saddest situation?
Well,
we don't have to use names.
No, the saddest one, and there's probably a lot, is young men drink driving.
Young men drink driving?
Yeah, and ending up crashing the car and ending up being stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of their life. And when you're stuck in a wheelchair, it's not, your legs just don't work, it's from wherever the brake is, from there down, doesn't work. Your bowels don't work, your bladder doesn't work, so you've either got to catheterise yourself every couple of hours to drain your bladder. You've got to do that by sticking your tube down into your penis, and you've got to give yourself bowel care every day. And that usually means manually removing the faeces from your bottom by the use of periods and things, and it's a lot. So when you have half a body you've got to drag around.
And I think it's a lesson for everybody, you know, and that is that if you're going to drive, please don't drink, okay? Because not only are you going to perhaps kill somebody else, but you can end up in a wheelchair doing those terrible things that Gary is talking about right now. Please don't drink. Please don't drink. Please don't drink. Please don't drink.